Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, and I'll be the host and person who is quietly judging your life choices. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, skipping is an option. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing, and that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, raise your hand if you've ever been punched. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. The faker can only be caught if the vote is unanimous, so do your best to come to a group consensus. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you have a W in any part of your name. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. And the votes were for... Collectively, you all made the wrong choice. It's category picking time. Use your device to pick which type of task you'll all do together. It's going to be number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Hold up as many fingers as drinks it takes to get you drunk. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Sharing your theories on who you think the faker is the best way to catch them. Everybody voted for the faker has been found. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Not into picking your own category? I guess I'll pick one then. Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you've been shushed in a movie theater. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. Voting together is encouraged, but don't forget, you get points for voting for the faker no matter what. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task, raise your hand if you've ever measured a penis. Vote for the faker now. And the prime suspect was... You all got together and chose the wrong person. right, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Never mind, we'll just do this one. Number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as alcoholic drinks you've had in the last 24 hours. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. And everyone voted for. Group Mind steered you in the wrong direction. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. This was the task. Hold up as many fingers as TV judge shows you can name off the top of your head. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Everyone suspects that is indeed the faker. Finally. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. I guess I have to do everything around here. Number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, hold up as many fingers as the minimum number of nice shoes a grown-up man should own. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. The votes singled out. You found the faker. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 2 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for both and then hit send. Now, the faker has 2 questions to answer as well. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So, good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. A really lame car. All right, vote for who you think the faker is. All the votes went to... Ah, yes, you caught the faker.